Okay, so before starting that one, we have to understand few concepts about branching. Okay, so we have understood why we use branching, right? Now we will understand basically like how to do a lot of stuff. Okay, so to quick a quick wrap up. So the factor is, if you talk about branching, so why we go for branching? I mentioned like we are doing a code and which is basically in the main maybe or master. Now if additional features, if anyone wants to try or something, we can actually go for the branching. So what happens? The benefit of having branching is you are not actually creating any harm to the main course. Okay, so as assume in the main branch you have two commits done. Okay, now in a branch you can just create another two, three, four, whatever it is, and maybe here you can just create one commit. So there are two branches. And also the benefit of having branch is that after a while, these are all features. Okay, so you can call it maybe feature one, and this may be feature 2. Okay, now after doing that you might ask like, okay, can you please add it like my feature? Both asked for that, but maybe feature 2 was better. Three commits, but those were not good, something, but maybe that was much better. Okay, so let's just create this one. Okay, so now, and this one, and this one. Okay, now what is this? Like the main branch, basically it was merged. Okay, so if we just use it, the commit was copied. Now here in the main you can see we have just we have two commits, and also we have one here in the main branch. And also in this branch there is a commit, but the awesome part is, like you can see, there is only three, and also if you just see in the main there is all three. That means these two have the same files and same changes, same commits. But if you talk about it, like now three, like we have verified like he's the winner, something. Now if this person, like who was working with feature one, if he finds out, okay, my file is rejected, great, no issues. So but he actually wants to work with this branch in later on, what he will have to do is delete these commits. There are a lot of things that happens actually, or he will have to create a new branch and then work. And now if anyone actually creates a new branch, what happens? It will not be created from here, it actually creates from here, from the peak. That means anyone creates a branch, so now if there is another branch, this branch has all of the commits from the main. You can see from the image, right? One, two, three, all of the here. So from the image you can easily understand. If you just can draw this kind of tree, you can easily understand how this branching concept works. Okay, now another few things is like to create a branch you can just write like git branch and then the name, but also there is like git branch checkout and so on. Oh, okay, so we will understand by these commands. Let's go for the lab. Okay, now what is a branch in git? So you have to understand also, like from these things you can easily understand these are basically some sort of pointers, like kind of thing. You just don't need to understand, but these are basically some sort of pointers, like the branches always if you're familiar with the concept of C language, you might have heard about it, pointer to a specific commit in Git. So no issues, we just don't need to focus on that. What is the default branch of a Git repository? So by default, you have seen that it is basically main, right? So let's create one, and we will just see what happens, right? Okay, so we will understand gradually what is happening. This is a main branch. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. What is the default branch of a git repository? Which is basically main, but in git, sorry, it is master, but in github it is main. Same. Okay, Sarah has been working on a git repo which is basically in this location, and what is said, and has written a short story. Check the git log. Okay, let's go to the location first of all, cd and the location. Okay, where we have gone to the location. Now as you know, first of all, if there is any .git or git initialize, first of all, if you go to a location, you will surely see some sort of master and something. And this is what actually happened when you have worked with it, right? You have seen every time when we worked in a local system, when we initialize the gate, we had this master bracket. Okay, that's the important part. Okay, so now we know we've come in, actually went to this location, and now we know there is something. Now we're going to write git log to see what happened here, what was committed in this location. You can see Sarah has committed, and she said added the lion and mouse story. Great. So every time when we are doing this lab, it is almost the same as like the perspective of a admin, okay, or maintainer. You're just seeing what is happening, what he or she has done or something. This is awesome. Okay, now here is one thing, like she has mentioned like added the lion. So let me check which file she worked on. So to do that, we previously have known we use git log then name only, so that we can see the file name, right? Great. So you can see lion and mouse text. So this is the file she has worked on. And also, like, if you want to see what is there in the file, lion and mouse.txt, you can see this is the text. Okay, what's the name of the file created by Sarah, which is basically lion and mouse text. Great, no issues. To which branch is the lion and mouse text? Okay, you can see from log, it is basically the master branch. Okay, so for our benefit, we can just create it like Sarah is currently working in the master branch, right? So that we can understand gradually what is happening, and you can take it easily. Master branch. Okay, Sarah is currently working in the master branch, and there is just one commit. Okay, let me create a red dot. There's one commit. Okay, great. So here, let me just clear this whole bar. Okay, done. To which branch is the, okay, we know, to which branch is the lion text file committed in the git repository? To which branch? Okay, let me check the log again. So to confirm, you can see in master branch. Okay, so in the master branch, there was a commit. Sarah decides to write a new story, the frogs and ox. Let's create it and check out the new branch. Okay, now the interesting part is Sarah decided to create another branch. Okay, because why the factor is why, because Sarah decided and this is basically the story blog location something, and this is the master branch. Now she decided to create a branch which is basically going to be story slash if I'm not wrong, which is frogs and ox. Okay, ox. Okay, now here you can see that these frogs and ox also has the commit here. Okay, so and to create a branch, what we have to do, we have to use git checkout -b and the branch name. Okay, so what is that? Okay, so you can write git checkout -b, that means branches, and the branch name. So here we are going to easily use this one, like git checkout dash. Great. Okay, so another branch was created, and when we use checkout, it immediately moves to the store that branch. Okay, so here we have we use the checkout command. So you can see we are in the master previously, now we are in the story and frogs and sorry, that branch. Okay, also so we have created this, so let's see what happens. Also, I previously said like when we create a like branch, what happens, it also has this all of the commits out there. So how can we understand? Let's check the git log. Okay, just compare both of these, what is happening, it will fascinate you. Now the thing is that git log, so that if you talk about these, let me just take it, I can understand what's happening. The master, we had this commit, right? And this commit has a hash of C398F something. Now in the master we had, now when we copied it down, we again check the logs, like what are the commits we have, tell me. it found out this one, the same one. Also you can see Sarah and the name and the commit name. Now here is an interesting part. I mentioned like when we go to another branch or when we create another commit, so basically now right now we are in another branch right now. Okay, so the head is there. Okay, so as we move from this branch to another, as we previously we were in the master branch, right now we're here, so the head has moved from here to here, right? That's the thing. So you can see head is towards this, not master. This means there are two branches, but the head is on this branch. Okay, that is the thing, because it is assuming that you might create a commit here. That's the thing. So this is important, and this is when you the things gets interesting, right? You start understanding, okay, what is happening. It is fun. So view the output of git log and the branch which head is pointing to. You can see the pointing towards frogs and ox. That's cool. Okay, as you can see, the head always points to the last commit on the currently checked out branch. Again, you can refer to this as something like that is okay. So when we copied this commit as a whole, what happened is, if you just understand, so as a whole it happened is the last commit is basically in this branch, right? Oh, how? But the thing is, because you have copied it, right? It was here, you have copied it here. So as a whole, the last commit is basically in this branch, right? In this branch, right? So it just points out to that. So it totally depends on how you can understand. No issues. Okay, now Sarah is writing the frogs and ox story. That is good. Okay, Sarah is halfway done to the fox and ox story. So let's see what are the files out here. So Sarah first decided that, so let's understand what is happening. So Sarah actually decided that she will write a story here, which will be named something like frogs and ogs.txt. And here we had, in the master we had maybe lion and mouse.txt. Sorry for that. .txt. Okay, now understand, as we only had master, when we create another branch, it does not only copy the I would say it's commit, it copies everything. So when we actually went to this branch, this story and frogs branch, right? We previously we have copied this commit, we have also copied this text. Now we have started working with these one, so we should have two files in this location. And surely if we move to this branch, this master branch, we will only have one, right? Let's check this out. Okay, if you have any queries, just you can pause this one, or you can just ask me the question. Okay, let's understand. You can see in this branch we have two files, right? If we move to another, like in the master, later on we will move there, but you will see that there is just one. Okay, just two. Now let's see what she wrote here in the frogs and ox, if either she actually wrote it down. Yes, yeah, she was an much and something she was writing. You see, Sarah is halfway. That means she has not completed it yet. But what happened is, it's not completed yet. Okay, Sarah is halfway. Great, but the phone rings. It's Max. So there is another character which comes in, which is basically our another character, which is, this was created by Sarah. There is another character which is Max. So Max comes in and he starts calling and says, Max informs Sarah that in her first story there is a typo. That means a typical, there is a type error, okay, and needs to be fixed as early as possible. We must go back and fix the story in master branch, but before we do that, let's commit the new story. Okay, now the thing is that now we have to move to here, because Sam found out that in this file there was some mistake. So what we are currently doing is we will be moving from here to here, but before going there, we want to create a we were halfway done with the file, but we want to create a commit so that it is saved. Okay, so that's the thing. So currently we can just check out the status of our file. Let's just check out what is happening. So here you can see there is an untracked file. That means in this what I would say is branch, this file has been edited, but it is not taken to the, it has not been taken to the staging area. Okay, let me clear this whole area and let's progress. Okay, so as you know, this file, so let's clear it down. Like, okay, let's make it much more easier for us to understand what's happening. Okay, right. Great. Okay, so this branch is story and frogs and ox, and this is basically the master branch. Okay, this is what it is. And here we have like lion and mouse dot txt, and here we have frogs and ox dot txt. Okay, text file. Okay, now what we know is like we were halfway done and our file has not been added, has not been taken to the staging area. So first of all, we are going to take it to the staging area by git add and the file name. Okay, I'm just going to show you manually 2 commands, but if you want to add 2 commands in one, you just use a semicolon. Okay, and after that we have just git commit this one. That means we are adding it to the staging area and then we are committing it. Okay, created. Now the interesting part is, you know, now we have created a commit here. Now it is interesting. If you can understand this concept, you will not need anything basically for branching, to be honest. Okay, now for the branching we have the hash of 8f1861b, something like that. Okay, now you know that in this branch you have 2 commits, but you know in the master you have just one, right? So let's check out from git log one line so that we don't need to see all of the things. Okay, you can see there are just 2 commits, right? And the head is towards this, and you know why the head is towards this. We have previously mentioned head is actually went there where the last commit is, so it is head is here. Okay, great. Now we are done with like creating the commit, right? And we have also given the message of add incomplete this. So this was our commit message, and we're now going to move to our master branch so that we can solve the problem we had. Okay, now git checkout and master. Okay, now we have switched to the master branch, right? Okay, so here we have came to the master branch, right? And also now what we can do is we can just check out the log, and you know by this time that the master branch should have only one. Let's see if it is true. Yes, that's it. If you just want to check it in shorter, like one line, you can see just one. Okay, and also if when we were in this branch, story and frogs, we had these 2, but when we are in the master we have just only one in the master. That's the thing. Okay, so we have now came to the master branch and then we move to another one. So let's fix the typo in lion and mouse. Okay, now the problem is, let's see what let's see what are the files we have. We have just one file. As I mentioned previously, you can see we just had in the master we have just one file. That is the beauty of branching, right? So and also now I want to actually edit that. So in Linux you just need to add it in the vim editor, which is by, we can just write vi and then paste the file name. Okay, now this is something interesting. If you are first of all like new, like you just need to press I first of all just to get into the insert editing mode, and then we have came here, removed I, sorry, we had lion misspelled here. Okay, now we come here, What's the problem here? Okay, now we have to press escape. Okay, then colon. So automatically you can see we have moved here, and WQ, that means save and leave. Okay, that's something you need to understand, and you can Google that or Bing that. Okay, great. Now if we just check out the file, what is there in the file name is line text paste. Sorry, you can see it is now lion. That means it has been modified. So commit message, now it said like please fix it and then commit the changes. So now let me just clear it out, and I have to check like what is the situation of this one. Sorry, my bad. Like you can see it has been modified, Git is saying. That means we have to take it to the staging area. Changes not stage. Okay, we have to take it to the staging area, and then we have to move it to I would say is to the committing. Okay, so we can just take it to the staging area, git add dosh, and now we can check the situation, git status. Now we can see it has been taken to the staging area. Now we can just write down like git commit. M is something you write down, or M, no problem, dash M, and the message, and you see it was say like use this message like fix typo in story. So when anyone is actually checking this commit, that person will know, okay, there is a problem, right? There was a problem like in this commit, the problem was basically solved, right? Now we're just pressing this. Now we can check the log. Now in this log we have currently you can see there are two commits. Now if you understand it properly, you have to understand what is happening. So here you can see right now the head is basically here in this branch, because the last time it is basically where the last commit is made, and you can see here now we have another commit actually made here, which is you can call it basically what 6F0, right? 6F0. Now here you can see the master has two, this has one, but if you move to the student frogs branch you will just see one, only two, sorry for that, but it will not have this one. Okay, so we can check this out. Great. Now that it's out of the way, let's finish the frogs in story. So let's move to that branch, and we have to write basically git checkout. Great, we're just here. Let me clear the whole platform. Okay, now if I check out the log, first of all we have C3, and I'm just checking C398, and it should be C3B, right? I just didn't write it down. Didn't notice that. No issue, same thing. Okay, and we had 8F, but we don't have 6FO, right? This one. Okay, no issues. We have just moved to this branch here, and now Sarah had unfinished text. Now she is finishing the story. Right now if we move here, and if we like, she has completed this, the situation is she has completed that. Now let's check out what has she written. Is it completed? Now you can see it is totally completed, because previously we had oh much and we had like dot. Now it is totally completed, and now we are ordered to actually create a commit that totally done. So yeah, that's the thing, we can just easily commit it. But there is one thing in the let's just clear it down, and what I can see is I will go to the status. Let's see what happened. Here you can see changes not staged for commit. So let's add it to the staging area. Git add dot, all the changes move to the staging area, done. And then we are going to commit like git commit -m, then the text we are asked to write, like complete the flow. Okay, done. Okay, done. So now let's check the log in one line, it's better. Okay, now here we have another commit that has been created, and that is something like and it will have what 7DC, right? 7DC, right? Now an interesting factor is in these branch we have two. So But as a whole, things have changed, right? The master branch has new this commit, but when we were, okay, my bad, I this image should not have been like this, okay. It is unfair to understand by this, okay, my bad, it's my bad, okay. It should be something like this, okay. It should be something like this, it should be like 6f4, okay. That's the thing, and head should be something pointed now, but the head is now pointing obviously in another branch right now here, right? Surely, because the last commit was out here, so that's the thing, and you can see from here that the head is towards this branch. That's the thing. So it is interesting. Just you can just if you just can create the whole tree, you can just easily understand. Okay. But the factor is, from the image you can easily understand, this story frogs branch has now these three, but the master has only these two, the master branch, okay. Okay, a new git repository is created, so Sarah has created another folder which is within that in the website. Count the number of branches available in that repository including master. Okay, no issues. What we can do, we can move to that location, cd paste, so no issues, like we move okay. Now here's a different thing. What is happening? Basically, this is another folder. This is another folder. This is not a branch. Okay, this is another folder. Within a folder, we have just went out. We have just went there. This is master branch. We have went to another location. This is the master branch. Right now, we don't know how many branches are out here, but there is a way to check out the number of branches. So git branch. So you can see there are like kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches here. So almost like these 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So almost 5 branches as a whole. So these are the branches in this location. So if you change the location, the branches will surely be different, or might be just one. By default, we have just master. So you can see master branch. Great. Also, looking at the commit history, like if we check the commit in this location, git log maybe, let's see, we've just one by now. We've just committed one in the main. Okay, great. I just committed one. Okay. Now it said like basically check out that what branch was the like from what. Try to guess what branch was the feature sign-out branch created from. So how can we understand? Basically, when we create something, let's understand what happens. When we create a branch, like maybe something from master, so maybe dev.bn master, so dev.bn is attached to it, right? So, and this is the master, something like that. So we just ask like look for the parent branch for feature / sign out. Okay, no issues. So we can check it out by git log, then graph -- graph and -- decorate. Okay, so from these we can find out like we have just head, see previous comments history along. Okay, so check out the feature. Okay, the factor is like why we couldn't find it by now is the master branch has one commit, but there's nothing by now. Okay, so we are supposed to like ask for the parents of this one, right? So if you understand this one, which is basically maybe there is something parent, but this is feature sign out. So there is a way to understand how. If you just check it out, like there is a way to understand, right? If you check it out here, if we somehow go to this branch, you can see easily that this branch will have the commits from master. That in this way you will understand in this branch surely you will have these of yours, but before that, at the last moment, we had something of this. Okay, that means surely you have another. It might also happen that the branch might be something like there is a branch and also there is another branch and something. Okay, there is like master branch, there is something like D and the F branch. Now, if we just check it out, this is something, basically it totally depends on our intelligence. Like you can see, assume that. So here, if you go to, first of all, if we need to find out the parent of F, parent of F branch, we have to first go to F and find out the logs. From the logs, you can see the commits, right? You will see this commit belongs to F. Okay, surely, good. Then you will see there is a commit belongs to D. Then you can easily understand, okay, the parent was basically from D. And from there, you can also maybe understand like D's parent was basically master, right? This is how it works. So what we can do is we can now move, like clear this one, and we can move to that branch. Let's go and check out how it was created. Paste. Oh, sorry, my bad. It should be git checkout. Great. Okay, so we have moved to here. Now, if we check out the log, here you can see that the important part is if we just move it. Okay, here you can see we have the feature sign out branch, surely, right? And we have a commit out here. So surely, like, commit is something related. But before that, we have another commit which was in the feature sign out, right? That means there is like kind of from there another branch which is basically feature, and this is sign up. Sorry, sign up, right? That means, and there was a commit out there also, right? So this is something kind of intelligent kind of minds. Like if you just get it, there is no kind of commands, you can just check out using the log, right? And also from there you can see there's a master branch. That easily means like this sign up was basically created from this one, right? You can see from here this was created from master. That means from master we created feature sign up, then from feature sign up we created feature sign out. That's awesome, right? Which is basically feature sign up. This is awesome. So this is how you can understand what was happening. Now it says like, here's a fun one. Looking at the commit history of all branches, just go and check out all branches and what's the base graphical representation of the branches of all this. Okay, no issues. It basically asks us like, how was this tree basically? How was this tree? So by now we know master created this sign up. From the master branch we create a sign up, then from the sign up we create a sign out. So let's see something related to it. So surely it is not, it can be, surely it can be like from master we create a sign up, then sign out. Okay, it looks familiar, that's cool. And let's go to the cart now. So if we have to verify the cart or checkout, let's go to checkout maybe and check if it has cart in it or not. Okay, so okay, so we can just copy this out. Okay, now check the log, or maybe git log. Sorry, let me clear this and make it easier. Okay, now you can see this checkout was created from cart, obviously, but it has the it was created from master. So from our image it is more, so we can be sure that it was created from like feature cart, and it was created then feature checkout. So as a whole, the whole image should be something related to maybe if we just make a something like these. From there we had these and these, and from there we have these and these. So this was master, simple as that, and this was feature cart, this was feature checkout, this was feature sign up, and this was feature sign out, right? This is awesome. Now from this, so you just need to go from branches to branches and check this out. So you can see if when we went to checkout, we can easily understand, okay, this is how it worked. It's can checkout has a parent of this, it had the parent of this, and this is this. So let's check out if there is anything related to that. So from here you can see easily maybe sign up, sign out, cart, and checkout. Okay, surely not. Checkout cart, no. Sign ups, no. That means, and also it will not be, so it is also not working. Okay, so it should be D, and we were successful. So that was it. So we understood the branching concept really awesome, in the awesome way. So thank you so much again.